Hello, how's everybody doing out there? This camera is making my head look huge. Um, I've even got the computer like pushed way back. I almost need to be sitting back like way back here. I feel like I'm like 7 feet from the computer because my head's just like yeah. Anyway, wanted to talk to you guys tonight. Um, it's the end of October. And we've got about a week left in this month, and then November hits, and then December. So holidays, man, we're just like bombarded with holidays here. Halloween, Thanksgiving, every month there's something, and there's Christmas parties. Already got invited to my family's Christmas party. Crazy stuff going on, all kinds of busyness. So the thing that we want to do is be as proactive as we can with that, and so I've got some notes that I kind of took down of some things I want to that I wanted to ask. And there's always three questions that you need to ask yourself. And the three questions you need to ask yourself is, where are you at? The next one is, where do you want to go? Where are you at? Where do you want to go? And the last one is, what's the obstacle that's in your way? And the problem that you're facing isn't the problem. The problem that that you think you're facing, the obstacle you think you're facing, isn't the problem. It's how you're looking at the problem. That's it. But where are you at? Where do you want to go? What's the obstacles that you're facing? And you have to answer those three questions before you can do anything else. Those three questions are paramount to everything, because here's the reality of what we have. If you're not going to be honest with where you're at, and I was in denial with where I was at for years. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I struggle today. I caught myself the other day thinking, oh, everything's great, and everything isn't great. And I got myself the other day thinking that everything was bad and everything wasn't bad. Where I'm at, I really struggle with that. So you have to be honest with yourself. You have to really look at where you're at and what your struggle is. And then realizing that I wake up in the morning with an amazing amount of great intentions, but when I get down that list of things that I need to be checking off, very few days do I get everything off on that list. And some of it, there might be some legit reasons for it, but a lot of times it's just because I wasted time doing other things that I could have been doing something more productive. So you want to do that. The other thing you need to do is you need to really ask yourself what you want. For me, I really enjoy public speaking. It is I love having the platform. I love sharing stories. It energizes me. I don't know how. I mean, if people were to ask me to speak, I'd probably speak every day. I love sharing, but the work that it takes to put into that, to be able to build that platform, and to be able to have the credibility, and to be able to have the to be basically worthy of being given the stage. That's where I struggle. I really struggle with that part of it. And I'm being really, really honest here. I struggle with the things that are going to get me in front of people to help them. People tell me all the time I'm inspiring. I don't know if that's true or not, to be honest. Yeah, I make people feel good for 5 seconds that they listen to me, but am I actually changing people's lives? I mean, are people really making changes because of what I'm sharing and what I'm saying to them? To me, that's what's inspiring. Inspiring is when you like, wow, my life really changed. And I'm not looking for compliments or anything like that. I'm just saying, I give people the warm fuzzies, but I'm not sure I really make an impact, if that makes sense. There's a difference between inspiring and impacting. Impacting is when you actually move something. Impact to me is you know, you move something, you hit a board, you break it, you throw a bowling ball at pins and the pins impact and they go everywhere. You're a force that moves things. That's impact. And not because I want the praise, the glory, or anything like that. I just feel that is what God has called me to do, is to really have that impact. But if I really, really wanted to have that impact, then I would be willing to put the work in to be able to get that platform. And that's my struggle. Putting that work in, not getting sidetracked, taking a break for a day or two or three. Not really doing the things that are going to get me in front of people and talking. And then really obstacles. You know, a lot of the obstacles really that are in front of me are of our own making. And Jeff Bazik was on our team call the other day. And let me see if I can find where I wrote this. He said, you have to face the problem, or how you face the problem is the problem. How you're facing your problems or your obstacles is the problem. You have to face them with a sense of gratitude. I need to be grateful for my obstacles, because overcoming them is going to make me stronger. It's actually going to give me a platform. It's going to give me a story to share. It's going to make an impact. And so I think it's really, really important that we understand that we understand where we're at and we're honest about it. What do we really want? And then but saying you want it and putting the work in are two different things. Having the energy and the wherewithal to put the work in to do it, and then really looking at your obstacles. I think a lot of people's obstacles, you know, they're when you think about it, okay, meal prepping, great example. In 2 hours, you can meal prep. You can spend 20 minutes. I'm not talking about going to the store time. Going to the store and shopping and buying the groceries, I'm leaving that time out, because you're going to do that irregardless of what you're going to do. But additional time I'm talking about. 20 minutes to put together a menu, maybe 30. Half an hour arranging, once you go shopping and you buy the stuff on your list because you've meal prepped, arranging it when it gets home. And then the few minutes that it takes, the hour that it takes to prep everything, to get it ready to go. I eat eggs in the morning. I'll have 3 eggs every morning. I make 3 eggs. And every now and then I'll put, just because it's dense and it's low in calories, you know, I'll sprinkle some Parmesan across the top of it. Not very much. I don't even use a blue container's worth. But that's pretty much what I eat. I'll eat maybe a piece of toast with Irish butter on it in the morning. That's my breakfast every morning. That's pretty much what I do. And then I'll drink on the way. I'll eat that in the morning after my workout, and then on the way to work, I'll drink my shake. And then, because I'll make a shake before I walk out the door, and I'll drink my shake. I'm trying to. I haven't been doing very good at it, but I need to get better at it. I've got frozen blueberries in the freezer, and I've been throwing those frozen blueberries in there, and you know, putting frozen blueberries and cherries, because those two are so fueled, absolutely rocket fueled with antioxidants and things that are good for your health and your bloodstream and your gut health and your blood and your cardiac or your cardiovascular system. Cherries, red sweet cherries and blueberries, having those frozen where you can just pull them out of the freezer and whip them into your shake and spin them up. You know, they kind of take the place of a little bit of the ice. And then I put almond milk just because I want the extra calcium. And there's just an amazing amount of calcium in almond milk, unsweetened. But that's my shake. And then at work at about 10:30, I'll have a Beach Bar, because just that's super healthy for me. I need to do a better job with lunch. That's one of the areas I really struggle in, and I need to do a better job of having more vegetables available to me at lunch. I need that that energy and that rush from the vegetables. And then later in the afternoon, just because I like the crunch, I'll have an apple or something like that, and then daily sunshine, which is a serving of vegetables and a serving of fruit. I'll try to do that at like 3 o'clock. I have an alarm set on my phone. At work, it goes off. I'll go fill my, my water bottle, pour put the daily sunshine, shake it up, drink that. And that keeps me from, keeps me from having hunger pains on the way home. So I'm not feeling hungry driving home like I got to stop and get food or something. So, and then when I get home, Teresa's really good about making sure that there's a healthy dinner here and there's salad and, stuff like that. So, those are the things that I'm a big fan of. Grilled chicken. And that's just, one of my huge protein sources. Lean steak is another one. So, those are the things that basically I'll eat. I like to, I'll have a handful of nuts at night, when I'm just sitting around, because I like that crunchy feel. So, a handful of almonds or, some peanuts or something like that at night. Well, he's just helps me, but I'm a creature of habit. I can eat the same thing every day for 6 days in a row and not really get tired of it. I know I'm weird. That's kind of strange, but so for me, but that's pretty much, I know what I'm going to do, but meal prepping all that and having that together, that's maybe an hour's worth of work. And people are like, oh my gosh, it takes so long to meal prep. If you really want to just get it down to what you want to do and the goals you want to hit, it's an hour. That's it, 1 hour. And especially if you have somebody helping you, it goes pretty quick. But those are just some of the things that, so meal planning, you can make it as simple. It's really about what you want. You can make it in simple if you want to get more in depth with the recipes and making things and stuff like that. I love zucchini noodles. To me, I'd rather have that than spaghetti, to be honest with you. So, whipping up some zucchini noodles, knowing that we're going to eat them in the next couple of days. Tuesday night will be spaghetti night, and I'll get zucchini noodles with, good tomato sauce and ground turkey on it. To me, that's the ticket. And you can grind those up, Sunday night when you're doing your meal prep, and just put them in a container and then throw them in, heat them up, heat your sauce up, and done. Later on in the week. So those are just some of the things that I do for food. I'm doing better at getting up and working out in the morning. And because by the time I get home from work, I'm tired. And there's a lot of things going on, and there can be family things and discussions. And so trying to get my work on at night, I really need to make sure I push it and get it done so I don't have to think about it. It's over. And I usually can push harder in the morning than I can in the evening. In the evening, I know I modify a lot more. I just can't push as hard. I think it's because I'm tired and my brain's starting to make excuses, and there's a million things running in my head from the day that I'm trying to, weed out. Anyway, so those are some of the things. But you really want to figure out what your goals are, and then you need to. I guess the other thing too that I wanted to talk about is there really isn't a finish line. We've been taught our whole lives there's a finish line. We get done with a program and we're like, whew, okay, I'm done. You're not really ever done. You can't just, work on your health and fitness for 90 days and then say, whew, done, and then take the next 6 months off. It'll take about 1 month and you'll be, in a mess again. So, that there's no finish line. You always need to be planning and moving forward and pushing. And I think that's really important that you do that. So knowing where you're at, knowing what you want, and then what kind of work you're willing to put into that, and then realizing that there isn't a finish line. And then just really, you really need to keep raising the bar for yourself too. I guess I realized I guess I'm starting to realize more and more just what my body is capable of at my age. And if I take care of it and I do the right things for it, there's an amazing amount of things that I can get done and that I can do. And I can accomplish way more than I give myself credit for. And I think that's why I need to keep raising the bar. I think there's a whole level of places that I can be and go to and get there. And I think that's going to be really important. And you know, just that I'm doing that and keeping that bar raised. So if you want to change your life, you need to be honest with where you're at. You need to ask yourself what you really, really want. And you'll know you really want it because you're willing to put the work into it. And then just, you know, the obstacles thing is just get grateful. Get a sense of gratitude about the things that are in your way. And get a sense of gratefulness for the things that aren't in your way, for the obstacles you don't have, and for the things. And if you get that mindset of gratefulness, a lot of solutions to your obstacles come forth. I mean, they'll come out, and you'll be able to handle those. So that's pretty much what I want to talk about tonight. Guys, I really want to make 2019 a historic year for my family, a historic year for me. I don't want it to be a year of collapse and status quo. I really want it to mean something for my team, for my family, for myself. And if you want 2019 to be different for you, just jump in with me, and let's go get this done, because we can really make a huge difference. So love you guys. Make sure you bring the joy to somebody today, that you're making that a purposeful part of your life. And I just want to make sure that you, more than anything else, I want you to own your day.